So the next flight was from Kortrijk, Belgium, across the English Channel, all the way across the North Sea and across the British Isles to the northmost part in Scotland, Wick. Wick Airport is used by pilots to cross the Atlantic. Before takeoff, I had to walk around Kortrijk Airport, and as you can see, it's a really friendly place. They've got this outside bar. There was nobody there that day. And they've got this really clean terminal. Very, very friendly staff. I got in the plane, started Magnus up, taxied out to the runway, and started to roll. Magnus was really heavy, but as you can see here, full power and off we are. Slowly lifting off the runway. The weather above us, as you can see, is getting really, really bad. Cloud cover is coming down, a little bit of rain, which you'll soon see on the camera. And even though I was super heavy with Magnus climbed real fast up into the air. I could see that the good weather was over the English Channel, but until the English Channel we had really low clouds, and I was speeding to get there as fast as I could because I didn't want to get stuck in this really bad weather, which would force me to go back to Kortrijk. I was flying here at about 500 to 600 feet, which is about 180-200 meters high. And here I'm approaching Newport Beach, which is a small town on the Belgian coast. I'm holding the 360 Insta camera while I'm flying at about 110 knots and 500 or 600 feet, as you can see. It was really hard holding the stick and holding the camera all together and controlling the aircraft, but as you can see, the Insta did a great job, and I'm slowly figuring out how this works. Here you can see me really happy after crossing the shoreline and getting closer and closer to the good weather over the channel. And of course, this is how I celebrated, having a nice power bar to eat. Power bars gave me lots of energy during my flights, and I really like it. As I got over the water, Magnus and me, we had some nice weather. As you can see, we climbed up to about 7,000 feet over this beautiful weather, and within about 5 hours, I could see the coastline next to Aberdeen. You can see me approaching here with Magnus to Aberdeen coastline. Super excited, but another hour to go. This is from the Insta360, again holding the camera and flying the plane all together. I slowed down here about 90 knots because it was getting really hard to hold the stick. And this is the crossing the coastline right next to Aberdeen, and I've still got another hour to go. This is how the cockpit looks after nearly 5.5 hours flying. Closing the window because it was making a lot of noise, smiling, and I was really happy. Towards Wick, there was a little bit of cloud cover, but it was no big deal. I was really, really satisfied with the performance of Magnus. This was our third flight together, and we were getting to know each other really, really good. Kept on surprising me how much power this little ULM engine has inside this Magnus aircraft. And here I am, coming in downwind to land at Wick, and shortly I'll be turning on the base leg to turn final to land. This is me coming in at final to land at Wick. Soft touchdown in a few seconds after nearly 6 hours flying. Hey, how you doing?
Not much leg room in there, mate.
Whoa. Good to be here.
6 hours sat in a coffin-like space.
The main man in Wick.
Hey, how are you guys? Let's greet you guys. Saying nothing. I'm saying nothing.
What do you say about this plane, bro?
Yeah, it's unique. Only crazy men fly them across.
Only crazy men fly these things?
Well,
oh man.
You know, over land is one thing, but I mean over 600 miles of ocean.
Yeah, we just put 100 liters in this baby. Drew is a very special guy. He refurbishes these old Land Rovers and he operates Far North Aviation, which is a small outfit in Wick, and this building looks like it's at least 60 years old. I really was in for a surprise of what I'm going to see inside there. Before crossing the Atlantic in Scotland. This is Scotland Wick. Look at this place. Looks like from the Second World War. And it's operated by this really nice guy called Drew. He's only 30 years old. On the second floor, there are a whole bunch of photos of different pilots that flew across the Atlantic with all sorts of special aircraft. Anybody that loves aviation and is aviator at heart will feel a special feeling when looking at these photos in this hall, like a mini hall of fame for all these brave pilots that flew across the Atlantic, sending Drew photos to say thank you for the great service he gave them. I was amazed, and there is Magnus sitting on the tarmac waiting for me to fly to Iceland. Looking across at Magnus sitting there on the tarmac at Wick Airport, I had this special feeling that I'm standing in the middle of aviation history here in Wick Airport, and I was super excited about it. Yeah, this is Drew. Comes up like a Second World War soldier.
I should be a fireman.
Yeah. Did you want to be a fireman when you were a little kid?
Where's my pool now?
Do you slide down in it as well?
Yeah, you'll see. I'm joking. So,
the next flight will be about Scotland to Iceland in really bad weather. I'll see you on part 4. Bye for now.